Hello there, my name's Dave Menzies, and I just wanted to do a little kind of review today of my latest toy, which is a selfie stick, and it's from AStore4, and it's their Deluxe selfie stick, which I've just found, recently on Amazon, and bought, and it's just arrived. So just wanted to kind of give it a bit of a review. As I say, I did do quite a lot of research before I bought one of these. I'm actually a photographer, and I do a lot of, I'm also a digital marketer, so I do actually do a lot of videos, and I use a lot of images in my blogs and my content, and just really for work in general. So kind of wanted one of these, but I didn't want, there are a lot of cheap ones out there, and I've heard some pretty nightmarish stories, and I've seen some of the YouTube videos of people talking about losing their very expensive and valuable smartphones because they bought a really cheap selfie stick and it broke, or the phone came out of the clamp or whatever. So I looked around and to try and see if I could find something maybe a little bit more expensive, but certainly a lot more reliable, trustworthy, and sort of solid. And this one seemed to fit the bill. So let's have a look at it. First of all, as you saw, it comes in a really nice presentation box, and when we open the box, we have got quite a nice little instruction leaflet which comes with it. Tells you how to set it all up, tells you a bit about AStore4 themselves, seem to do a lot of different things, and it's also got a 12-month guarantee. You just need to, I think, go onto their website and you can sort of redeem that, and you've got a 12-month guarantee from the manufacturer and all the instructions to set it up. It's pretty straightforward, but that's quite a handy thing to have. So inside the box we've got a few things. We've got obviously the stick itself, which is here, quite a nice looking thing. One of the things I first liked about this when I saw it was the handle, which you can probably see is quite it's quite thick, and it's contoured to fit your hand, so it's quite, you get a good sort of solid grip on it, and the button is sort of right there, right handy for your thumb, which is again what you need. It's also a wired selfie stick rather than a Bluetooth one. Again, that was my choice. I don't really like Bluetooth, if I'm honest with you. I've had just kind of nightmares with it over the years, trying to wire phones up to cars on Bluetooth, or, trying to get them to see on Bluetooth. So I find it unreliable. I always just like a cable shutter release, and that's what this has. And it extends out to about a metre, maybe just under a metre from memory, and it's nice and solid. Again, I've seen some of those videos where they break, the actual telescopic part of it breaks because they're made of really cheap thin metal. This is a lot sturdier, and it doesn't really, it's quite difficult to flex that, which is kind of what you need. And again, it's still very light, but definitely more solid than some of the cheap ones out there. Here we go, so let's give it a try. You've got, in the box, you've also got the actual clamp for the phone, which is again obviously one of the other very important parts of it. It's got the little socket there for the tripod mount, which is here, goes on there. Let's just do that. So you screw that into place, and then there's a little knurled adjuster there just to make sure that's extra tight. So just make that really tight, and the parts that actually clamp onto the phone, you might not be able to see too well, but these are kind of sort of textured rubber mats, which mean it grips it really tightly, and also it's not going to scratch it. You've probably got a cover on your phone anyway, but if you haven't, that is going to protect it quite nicely, as well as keeping it nice and securely in place. So let's give it a go with my old yet trusty iPhone 4. We'll pop it in. So it's just a spring clamp, and you can see that will probably fit most phones. A lot of phones nowadays are much bigger than these, but that's got adjustable, so it should fit most things, and it's pretty solid. I don't really see that falling out of there anytime soon. And then it's just a case of popping that little jack into the headphone socket on the phone, and you're good to go. So let's take a picture. Not quite sure how well this will work out, but let's try it anyway. So I'll just turn on my camera. I did read I have used this already, and it's fine with my phone, and I'd imagine with most iPhones, but I think on some Android phones you may have to download a little app. All that information is with it. If you do, it'll just be a little free app that enables you to use the camera with a shutter release in the headphone socket. But with this, it's fine. So I'll just turn that around. So we're using the front-facing camera. Extend it out a bit. I'm going to take a picture of me talking to you and see how that goes. No problem at all. Photo done. And I will just show you that photo. So I'm taking the phone back out, and there's the photo. It's taken. Probably looks like it's got a bit of a kind of coloured cast to it, just because I'm showing you on a phone, on a computer. But there you go. Taking a really nice photo on the phone, no problem at all. So that's it really, not much more you can say about it. It's just a really good, solid, reliable selfie stick, and it looks kind of good as well. You also get with it a little pouch for carrying it around in, little drawstring bag there. It's kind of suede material, kind of nice, and I actually quite like that colour as well. I'm a blue fan. So not the band, the colour. So there you go. It's called the AStore4 Deluxe selfie stick, and you get that on Amazon. I'll put a link actually in the video if you want to have a look at it on Amazon and get yourself one. It does cost a little bit more than the cheap ones, but as I say, you know, it's your call. But and it's also your smartphone, which may have cost you hundreds of pounds, and it's probably got a lot of valuable information on it on there. Nowadays our phones are a lot more than just phones, aren't they? We've got our kind of a lot of our lives, and sometimes in my case a lot of our business on there as well. So you don't want that either breaking and your phone dropping onto cement or into the sea or wherever you happen to be using your selfie stick. You also don't want it springing out of the clamp. So this is a really solid, really nice piece of kit that I personally would thoroughly recommend. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to be using this a lot in the coming weeks. So I hope that's been useful to you if you're looking for a selfie stick. I'll put a link, as I say, to this one in the video, and you can go and have a look at it yourselves. So thanks again. It's been Dave here, Dave Menzies, and maybe see you in another video. Cheers for now. Bye bye.